Happy New Year, everybody. This is my final pipe session of 2021, which is crazy to think, to be honest. This year went by, it seems like a blink of the eye. I mean, every year I get older, it seems time moves really, really fast. But anyway, tonight I'm finishing off the year with one of my favorite pipes, and this is a shout out to Redcoat's Renaissance because I saw him smoking this Stanwell Devil pipe, this billiard pipe, and I actually was able to hunt one down, and I bought one. So I'm gonna smoke to that, and in it is one of my favorite tobacco blends. It's on my Mount Rushmore of tobacco blends. Let's see, I got Virginia Cream, Haunted Bookshop, and Gentleman Caller up on my Mount. I still got two more spots, but Gentleman Caller is one of my favorite blends. That Deer Tongue is something just unique and compelling to kind of just, I don't know, it does something for me, man. And plus, the name is pretty cool. If you can find this pipe, I definitely recommend you get it. But anyway, some, I guess, concerning news. I may possibly have COVID. A coworker that's next to me tested positive yesterday morning when she came into work, and she'd been there the day before. But I feel fine. Nothing going on yet. And they won't test me, or I guess unless you have symptoms or whatever. At least that's what they're saying. That's what they're telling me. I really don't care either way. I mean, when I feel sick, I'll stay home, basically. But I feel fine. Nothing, so stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow's a different story. Maybe Sunday's a different story, but we'll find out. But anyway, yeah. I hope I don't have it, because I really wanted to go 2 years without getting it. I have not got it. It'd be nice to make it to, March of this upcoming year and say, hey, I went 2 years without getting it. It's kind of a, it's kind of a challenge, I guess you could say. Not that I gallivant that much around town or around the state. The biggest travel I did was go to Connecticut to meet my friend Joe back in, I think, August or July. That was it. Other than that, I go about around town here and there, but for the most part, I'm in the shed of solitude or at work. I've kind of restricted my travels purposely. That's why I haven't gone on many adventures with the Jeep yet, although with the Jeep, I've been finding some stuff that I'm going to add to it to get it ready for adventures at least. I think I found the tent bed rack that I want. So we'll see. That'll probably be sometime next year. I don't know when, but I might be able to get the rack, just not the tent. Mike Rondo's not that rich. Why am I speaking in the third person? This deer tongue is just awesome. And this is interesting because I think this is like the first time I smoked Gentleman Caller without the filter. And it's more of a bit more of a kick to it, which I kind of dig. But it seems like it goes well with this pipe, the Devil pipe. One of my favorite pipes. Definitely one of the 7 pipes that'll be passed down to my daughter that she cannot get rid of. She has to keep in the family some way, somehow. Yeah. So, resolutions, huh? Do I got any? No, I do not. I never do resolutions. I'm still the same as I was many years. But what I do try to do every year is, or every day I should say, is improve on myself. Always working on myself, always studying philosophy, and going from there, trying to be a better person than what I was the day before. Not always successful at that. I'm human, I'm flawed, and I fail quite a bit on my little journey towards the grave at this point, at being 45. So the one thing I was able to do in the last few years that I'll recommend to all you, not that I'm getting preachy or trying to give a sermon or anything like that, or tell you what to do. That's not how I roll. But if I could give any advice going into the new year, due to the chaos that's going on in the society that we currently find ourselves in the last few years, or even 5 years, like everyone's divided, everyone's yelling at each other, everyone's got this righteousness complex or whatever, and thinks they're right about everything. I would stress being calm for 2022. Yesterday I had a situation at work. A coworker who's just a supervisor to me emailed me the day before, but I didn't get back to her. She kind of gave me a project to do. I was in the middle of doing that project, and I didn't email back. I was going to email when I finally did what I was asked to do, and I didn't get back to him, and that person kind of got mad at me and kind of lost their mind. And it's funny because normally, and this used to drive my father nuts and my teachers nuts, when I get yelled at or disciplined or something like that, I tend to smirk. The Mike Rondo smirk, which has gotten me in more trouble than I can count. And it makes people unsettled that I'm smirking at them. When I was younger, it was because I was nervous and I didn't know what to do. As I got older, I found it amusing that this person is losing their mind over this, because I get the perspective of, at the end of the day, because I think universe kind of scale, this means absolutely nothing. In the grand scale of things, this is minor, and none of us are going to remember this in 20 minutes, so why are you losing your cool over this when we can resolve the situation? It's no big deal. It wasn't like I intended to not email you back. I was working on the project. But even then, they're losing their mind, and I'm saying, it's not like I kicked your dog or anything. I mean, come on. So that's one example. The other example is, so keeping calm in situations, it's not always easy. I drive, I tend to get angry when I'm driving. That's where I mostly want to lose my cool. But you got to keep those emotions in check and don't let them kind of rule you. You kind of just got to, you got to be the one in the driver's seat. So it's not easy, I get it, but I've trained myself over the last few, especially the last 2 years, to kind of unplug from the chaos, if you will, with like listening to the news, coworkers getting all riled up over COVID and all this. Like yesterday, they were all losing their minds because someone tested positive in the office and people are dropping. We kind of have an outbreak where I am at work. And I'm like, it is what it is. That's just how it goes. Your fate will be your fate. Just go with it. So kind of just not losing your cool in the middle of a heated situation or a dreaded situation or something that's uncomfortable is a big asset. You be unsettled inside, but outside kind of project calm as much as you can. And it's perfectly fine to get up and walk away and rethink things and then come back and deal with it later, which is what I like to do quite a bit. I like to contemplate on things a lot, which aggravates people because I don't always give them an answer right away, and people get annoyed by that, but it's because I'm thinking it through. The other thing that helps is a stoic thought exercise where you put yourself in the bird's eye view of the problem or the situation, kind of like zooming out from something. Once you step away from what's going on, the chaos or whatever, you tend to look at it like, oh, that's really not that big of a deal. So what's the problem? You kind of put it in perspective, if you will. So the only reason I'm saying try to remain calm in 2022 is because we got enough chaos. If more of us just tried to, just be calm in situations, it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. It's very easy to fall to the reptilian brain and just kind of want to attack and go at people. But projecting calmness usually diffuses the situation. I found that out through working. I had to work with the public quite a bit, and most people just like to vent and I used to like let them vent and do what I had to do to resolve the situation and then come there. You got to use a little bit of psychology with some people when they're, getting angry or frustrated and kind of making a situation uncomfortable, and kind of find a way to diffuse it or make it less stressful, if you will. But I think remaining calm, there's no need to lose your shit over simple, stupid things, right? That's all I can say. If more of us practice that, maybe there won't be so much drama and chaos, and maybe if we stop believing all the what is the word I want to, over exaggerated stuff on the news, and not just the virus or anything. Not that I'm saying that's over exaggerated, but they're in the business of selling doom, right? To get us to tune in all the time and get those advertising dollars. It's just like a snowstorm. Simple storm turns into this, it's going to be the blizzard of 78. Around here, the blizzard of 78 is a big deal. We had quite a bit of snow here. Was it 56 inches or something like that? Within 24 hours back in the day, back in 78. But that would have been worth hyping up. But for the most part, they hype up all these storms. So you tune in, you panic, you get nervous. You're watching them constantly. They're getting the ad revenue, blah, 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 blah. That's how it goes. So, be cautious when you watch things, even TV and all that. Anyway, I guess that's my sermon. The end of the year sermon for you guys and gals at 2021, going into 2022. Oh, the smell is so good. It reminds me of walking in the woods. Like, it's got that aroma of walking in the woods, like early in the morning. There's a bit of dampness in the woods. I think that's like the deer tongue kind of gives you that vibe. It's so, it's great. Anyway, you should have it. Tonight's movie night with my daughter. We tend to do this every year. It's tradition. We watch an old movie. I don't know what we're watching tonight, but I will report on that, what we decide to go with. My daughter's very adamant over watching old movies and stuff, so that's pretty cool. I was like that myself as a kid. I don't know if we'll continue our Universal Monsters journey. That's more of a Halloween thing. We should probably save that, but I don't know. We'll see. See what's out there. I should make her watch Critters. She'll be scared. So tomorrow, I think I'll kick off the first review of 2022. I'm not sure which one it'll be, but we'll go from there. I've been eyeing some other tobaccos. I've been trying to stay away, not get carried away. I've been focusing more on my Jeep and buying Jeep stuff. I haven't been really into the pipe stuff because I got a lot of that already. But there's NW Piper is kind of a bad influence on me, like Red Coats Renaissance. You've mentioned a few two tobaccos that I'm going to have to try in 2022. And he was hyping up one last night, Old Ironsides, I believe it was. And he was making it sound so awesome. And I'm like, all right, I have to try this now. And I'm going to have to do a video response to it and see if it lives up to the hype. So I'm going to try that. I think is it a Perique? Oh, no, Latakia. Which, if you guys know, recently, the last 4 months, I've been kind of really digging the Latakia stuff. So I'm going to try. I'm going to review that soon. I might, after this, go and order a tin. And we'll see if NW Piper was right. See if he's right. I'm sure he is. I trust his reviews. But anyway, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go head in the house and chill out and watch some movies and bring in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you guys. And remember, try to remain calm this upcoming year. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.